Alright. Audio check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Are we good? Why am I talking like this? Yes, we're good. Okay. So, back into ARK. I've been doing some stuff. Lots of stuff. I've been getting dinos, building things, making shit happen, Captain. I haven't got a beer barrel. So, what is all of this about, you may ask? Well, the beer is because I discovered that there is a trophy to tame one of everything, like all of the base game creatures. So, you know, Bronto, Anki, Dodo, all of, you know, launch animals, basically. But yeah, enough about the things that will be tamed later. I also got a couple of Archaeopteryxes, whatever. I've got a lot of stuff here. I've made a new video because I also built way over there. Hold on a second. Is my gamma up? Yep, my gamma's up. Alright, we can turn that down because everything for this stream is going to be happening like right here, pretty much. But way the fuck over there, past that actually, so like way over there, I built an underwater pen for water animals, and that video will be coming out sometime this week. I want to get a couple videos in reserve. Back when I was doing videos daily, I had like 2 weeks worth of videos in storage, basically. And then the extinction glitch happened, and I burned through all of those videos, so I need to get my store of videos back up. And that video ended up being a lot longer than I thought it would, and it ended up taking a lot longer than I initially anticipated, because the structure that I made is way bigger and took way more materials than I ever thought it would. Tonight, however, we're doing something different. We are building. We're not going to go out and tame anything. I've got a couple of things that I'm currently working on. Excuse me. Oi. I just had dinner and rushed home because dinner went a little long. So I'm still kind of digesting food. Is that a 140? Hold on. What? Is that a... That is a 140 turtle. Right? Am I reading that correctly? I think I am. Hold on a second. Don't walk off the cliff, stupid. Not while I'm looking at fucking... Are you a 140 turtle? Yes. Yes, you are. I'm gonna need one of those eventually. But, I mean, as long as he stays down there, that's fine. I didn't realize that they could walk off cliffs. Anyway, so what we're building today. So I've got this little house here, and then I've got all these fucking animals just kind of everywhere. So there's 2 buildings that I want to make. The first one, which I've already got most of the building materials for, is an aviary. I want to have a place for all of my birds and flyers. And I'm going to put these 2 in there as well, because I want Arna here. I want her to lay eggs, so that way I can get a Diplocaulus easier, anyway. Diplocaulus is kind of cool. It basically acts as a scuba tank, but with a limited air supply. Kind of like the Morellatops does with water on Scorched Earth. Anyway, so my plan that I have planned while I was planning, yes, I'm gonna, basically right over here, I'm gonna have a greenhouse built structure. I was thinking about whether I would do it with the greenhouse or just keep working in stone, because stone is fairly easy, but it's kind of heavy. But I decided to go with the greenhouse stuff, because the greenhouse stuff looks really, really cool, and I think it'll work well for an aviary, especially later, once I expand it, because I want to be able to store, like, quetzals and wyverns in this thing. So I'm going to be extending it out over that rock, that big rock formation there. So I think, yeah, excuse me. Yeah, okay, so I built all of the walls that I'll need. Also, it turns out the greenhouse stuff is really fucking expensive. Holy shit. The crystal requirements are ridiculous. Let's see, greenhouse, yeah. One wall is 25 crystal. The cementing paste is kind of eh. The metal ingots are, you know, reasonable. But 25 crystal, holy crap. Like, damn, dude. That's a lot of a very rare resource. So when I was making all of this shit, I realized that this is definitely going to be an ongoing project. I'm not going to get it all done tonight, because I've already cleared out most... Actually, no, that's right. I've cleaned out most of the mountain crystals, the crystals that are on the mountains, but I forgot that up in the north biome, there's crystals just fucking everywhere. The place is lousy with them. But there is no greenhouse foundation, which means I'm going to have to use stone foundations. Now, I specifically counted, let's see, 25, and then I'm going to have sloped ceilings, so 20, so that's 36, which leaves 19, minus 4 is 15, divide by 2 is 7, and then I have a door, so 7 and 6, okay, yeah. So that means it's going to be 7 wide, and then I'm going to have it 2 deep, which means I need 14 foundations. I don't think I have any excess materials. Yeah, I used up, like, I have some thatch, but I got no wood, and I have hardly any stone. Yeah, it turns out making an enormous underwater pen takes a lot of fucking resources. So we need to go get some stuff. Now, I've kind of cleared out most of the area around here for other things. Can you hit that one, please? Thank you. Now I know what the actual difference between those two attacks is. The other one goes more towards the front, whereas this one does more the side. Alright. Fortunately, the, this, have I not got this one? I don't recognize this one. Nope, haven't gotten that one. Wow. How long has that been there, I wonder? Oh, come on, get it. There we go. Alright, well, I'm gonna... Ooh, So there's a thing that I realized about those notes, which is... No, that's just a rock. That's just a weirdly colored rock. Okay. The thing that I realized about the notes is that they're active for each individual character. So if you make a new character, that character counts as having not found that note, I believe. If memory serves, then that is the case. It's definitely the case for players, but I'm pretty sure it works for characters as well. So what that means is that I can, for anyone who's been watching long enough, you may recall that my old Gallimimus, Gabriella, I had taken basically along the entire southern half of the map and along basically everything covered by the ghillie suit right now. That entire left-hand side up to the snow biome. I had taken Gabriella along all of that area, so like 2/3 of the map, basically, and I had found all of the survivors' notes. Because you do not want to take a freaking Gallimimus into combat to train it. That's a stupid idea, because you're either going to be fighting things that are so small that they're basically worthless, or you're going to be fighting things that are too big and are just going to kill you. Because what I want to do is I want to make a video. Let's see, how many levels does she have? She's up to 23, which is not bad. I want to get up to 50. Gabriella, when the extinction glitch went off, was at 49 levels available. She had 49, and then the extinction glitch happened and won away. I needed one more level on her, and then I would have had it. So, a neat little exploit that I considered is taking Gertrude and basically putting this character, this guy here, into one of the obelisks, and then just making a shitload of throwaway characters, bringing them, you know, one by one, obviously, not all at once, bringing them into this tribe, having them get on Gertrude, go to like the 3 or 4 most nearby survivors' notes. Actually, while I'm yapping, and just getting the same survivor notes over and over and over again, and leveling her up that way. That way I don't have to, you know, go take her off into dangerous areas where she might get killed. Because Gabriella actually died a few times. I had been going after one of the... Oh, no, wrong menu. Yay, 25. She got 2 levels off of that one. I had taken Gabriella up on the... Yeah, that mountain all the way to the right, to the west. That northwest mountain. I had taken her up there to find one of the survivors' notes that was up there, and I forgot to turn off the sprint, and I ended up running straight off a cliff. And I was in free fall, and I was just like, this is fine. I jumped off, pulled a parachute, whistled follow, so that way she'd just follow me down the mountain. Well, she got stuck. And in a desperate attempt to save her before anything got to her, because mountains are fucking dangerous, I cut my chute and then opened another chute lower down. Well, the second chute didn't deploy properly, and I fucking died. And I had to take Terrence and fly back there, try to find my body, and while I was looking for my body, I got a death message for Gabriella. Shut down the app improperly, so that way it wouldn't save after that. Reloaded, found almost reloaded again, found her that time. What do you mean? Thank you for cleaning that up, Grimlock. I appreciate it. Here, let me take that. Where was I? Oh yeah, so, found Gabriella, managed to get her the hell out of there. Wasn't able to retrieve my body, so I had to remake all of the shit that I had on me at the time, which was annoying, but not the worst thing ever. And then... Oh man, you are on the trough. Okay, I just couldn't see it with your saddle. And then got her back to base, and just left her there, basically. But Gertrude, since the extinction glitch happened, Gabriella was useless at that point. So Gertrude is now the person, the Gallimimus that we're going to be doing that video with. I need wood. That's right. That's what I was actually here to stream and do. So once Gertrude gets up to 50 levels available, I intend to make that video, which should be relatively amusing, I hope. I think it's a funny idea. Everyone I've talked to thinks it's a funny idea. We'll have to see how funny it really is when I make it. But for now, let's get on with making this aviary. Fortunately, I think I left a bunch of wood on Carly last time I was hanging out with her. Yes, I did. I just remembered. Yep, sure did. I didn't need to actually go get any more trees. Oh well. I will, however, go ahead and get Murphy and get some more thatch, because I do still need to fill up my, I need to refill my stores. Let's go, Murphy. Also, I find it supremely silly that the Megalosaurus gets a rather massive speed boost when jumping. I don't know why they get a massive speed boost, but they do, and while it is very useful, it is also hilarious. I mean, look at how much faster it moves. What the fuck? Fly! I cannot wait for the freaking Christmas event to come out and get a reindeer skin for this guy. Alright, so, grab all that. Grab some of this. Grab that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ought to be enough, I think. And then just grab all of that. As much as we can. Alright, so I need... Yeah, plenty. I'm gonna need more though, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill that out, actually. Thinking about it. It's probably a good idea. And I'm gonna have 17, it looks like. The question is, how much leftover materials will I have? Well, we can put the thatch in the wood. on Carly. But the stone will go on Cheech. Oh good, YouTube figured its shit out. Yeah, actually, you know what? Just do that, and then I'll take these back. That's fine. Okay. So, aviary. Let's get this shit built. We're gonna do 7 by 2. Yeah, okay. So, I kinda... How do I want to start this? I want to make sure that it's as far back as I can get it, basically. Because I want to have room to expand it, but I'm not going to expand it this way. I'm only going to expand it that way. Because expanding it this way would require kicking out the back wall and basically redoing the whole damn thing, and I'm not doing that. Fuck no. So, let's see here. And, and I want to make sure that it's at least kind of close to this. Okay, so we'll do the far side here first. What about there? Actually, no, I'm gonna have to kind of start in the middle because there's this dip here. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. And we'll go 2 this way. Yeah, that should be sufficient. Wait, hold on. Let me... Yeah, that should be sufficient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and... Whoops, nope. 7. And just in case anyone is wondering, I have turned on the new option that they added, which allows you to enable placing structures into terrain, because that is an amazing option to have, and it should just be automatic, and it makes everything better all the time when building. It's great. I love it. I don't know why it's not the default. I mean, occasionally you get this, but you got that on occasion anyway, so who cares? This is great. I love being able to just put things into the ground and not have to worry about it. Which it was a very big deal when building the underwater pen, especially. Is this on? No. Okay, good. I keep forgetting to turn the chemistry bench off because it's so quiet. And it's one of those things that's just very easy to not notice is on. Okay. That'll do for now. There we go. Alright, so I want to put this, and I am willing to go out to the side further if it turns out that, like, this isn't enough area. Somehow. I doubt it, but somehow, you know, if this isn't wide enough, I'm willing to go further that way. I am willing to do that, at least. Okay. That. This one will go there. Let's do the sides first. 3. Now, where do I want to put the door? The door. Sombra. Let's put it... Here? I'm thinking right there. Because then it's not on the corner, but it's not, like, perfectly in the center either. Let's see. Let's take a look here. Because I want it closer to the main building. I mean, putting it in the middle would look kind of nice, I guess, but I'd get real sick of that real quick. So, yeah, let's put it here. There we go. Let me do this. How many do I have left? What does that say? 13? It looks like 13. So hold on, let me do my math again here. Yes, that says 13. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 7 equals 11. Well, I guess I'll have extra walls for another time. Whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's not worth it. I got real scared of my own assuredness there for a moment. And yes, I am just going to leave the other side of this open for the birds. Because, fuck it. And also, so that way I can later extend further out. Also, did I see a blue drop? There is a blue drop. Let's go see what's in the blue drop. Blue drops are actually occasionally good for me because I've got the supply drop quality multiplier up. I've only got it doubled, but it's like, oh my god. A lot of the times, though, it's just a fucking compass blueprint again. Can't see shit, Captain. There we go. Okay. Alright. I don't feel too bad about having extra greenhouse walls, though, because, I mean, like I said, I'm planning to expand on this eventually, like, from the get-go, so I'm not going to apologize for having things ready for the future that I didn't actually need right now. Alright, alright. Now, which of these is which? Oh, lag. Nope, it's the other one. That one. Yes? Yes. Okay. Cool. That, and then that. And then I don't have enough of these, but we're gonna put as many as I've got. Nope, 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 nope. That one. There we go. We'll put the last one over here. There we go. Alright. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Okay. I need a shit ton more crystal, though. So, let's go ahead and get the Pteranodons and the Archaeopteryxes moved in real quick. Hold on. Wait. I got this. There we go. Yeah, that looks way nicer, doesn't it? I like it. I think that looks way nicer. Now Teresa has a level. Nope, this one. There we go. I really need... Fucked it up. I really need them to add a backwards option to flyers walking. There we go. That's good enough anyway. Alright. And then we will put these two over here in this corner here. go. And I don't care how silly this looks. That's too close. Come on. Come on now. There we go. All students must be at least 2 inches apart from each other at all times. Alrighty then. And I think that's all my birds that are gonna go in here right now. Yep. Okay. Well, except for Amanda, but Amanda is gonna come with me, and we're gonna go find some more crystal. Because if I remember correctly, those ceilings, the ceilings for the greenhouse set, take 35 crystal each. I don't know why it's even more expensive, but I am, you know, after having actually looked and discovered, after having finally seen the costs for these things, I'm kind of glad there isn't a greenhouse foundation. Because holy fuck, I don't want to have to use 50 fucking crystal for a foundation. Please God, no. I mean, if they made it about the same as a wall or a ceiling, you know, maybe 35, maybe 40. You know, 40 I think I would be willing to deal with. That's just grass. Crystal hasn't respawned yet. Okay. Oh, that was a yellow drop. What was I talking about? Oh, right, cost. So, yeah, if the foundation were to be, you know, 35, 40, I would probably be willing to make that. But it would probably end up being like 50 crystal and, you know, 20 metal ingots and 15 cementing paste. Ooh, purple drop. Alright, I'm gonna get stamina, because it's on that tree, actually. I also need to do something with this platform, this tree platform I've got over here. I'm thinking of turning it into a full-blown base, because I'm kind of sick of... Excuse me. I'm kind of sick of, like, going out to get metal and having to fly all the way across the map and then all the way back. It would be a lot nicer if I had a base, like, right here, actually, and then I could just have an industrial forge or what have you, you know, maybe a fabricator, you know, and I'd probably be willing to deal with just, you know, like 8 refining forges or whatever. But, you know, a bunch of refining forges or an industrial forge and a fabricator maybe, definitely a smithy, and then I'd be able to just get the metal from Red Peak and throughout the rest of the biome, really. But, I just basically haven't gotten around to it. There it is. Okay, it's almost done. It's at least halfway down. But is that a... hold on. Is that a beehive? Okay, yeah, that's a beehive. That's fine. I think they finally fixed the beehives for single player. So that way it doesn't... The queen bee doesn't just run away anymore. Hold on a second. Let's get this out of the way. Looks like my Archie was getting decapitated there for a second. There we go. Don't need... That's a ridiculous saddle. I have a Mastercraft. Alright. Is that crystal? Wait a second, what? No, that's just a weird visual thing. Okay. That was really weird. That looked so much like a crystal node, and I don't know why. Just from the way the lighting was, I guess. I've gotten really paranoid flying through here because I haven't seen a Thylacoleo in ages. And oh, there's an Archaeopteryx on that tree. There he goes. Bye, Archaeopteryx. I don't know where you went. Oh, there he is. He's flying over to that other tree. Anyway. But I haven't seen a Thylacoleo in a long time, which kind of makes me think that they're not spawning properly, similarly to how, like, Carno Island became Raptor Island after you killed it a few times. I think there's something like that happening where, like, they got their initial spawns and then they just haven't been respawning properly. But I'm also very paranoid that they are still around and that they have been respawning properly and I just haven't been seeing them, which is a terrifying cognition, thought, proposal. Ooh, Megatheriums. What level? What level is you? You're level 15. Blech. What level is you? 40. Eh. Is that a sheep? That's a sheep! Come here, sheep. No, wait, you're a dire bear. Never mind. I thought it looked a little bit big. And in the wrong biome. God, I'm stupid. Okay. Iguanodon, though. What level is you? 70. That's not bad. But he's a bit far away for me to be willing to tame him here and now. Get the fuck away from me. Alright. Back on track here, getting crystal. That's a Gallimimus, okay. I wasn't sure if it was a Gallimimus or just a weirdly placed hunk of wood. Flying through the trees, mouth full of leaves. And just for the record, in case anybody is thinking that I'm, like, trying to fill up time or whatever, and because they think that building the aviary won't take long enough to fill up an hour and a half, which is a thought that occurred to me, which is why I'm bringing it up. No, I actually did get... That's that 130! Dude, this Rex is migrated, man! Last time I saw this Rex, he was over on Red Peak. He? She? It? What the fuck are you? You're a female. Okay. Dude, that Rex... God, that Rex been getting around, man. Holy crap. There used to be a Titanosaur over here as well. I have no idea where it went. Which is one of those things that's just like, how the fuck do you lose track of something that big? You know? It's just like, it is literally bigger than anything else on the map. Living or no, like the mountains are the only thing bigger than the Titanosaur. And that's honestly not by nearly as much as one might think. One would expect a mountain to utterly dwarf anything living. But the Titanosaur is kind of like, yo, what up? I'm a living hill. Speaking of Titanosaur, I don't know if I mentioned this yet. I'm just looking for crystal this way. But I did find in the settings, in the advanced settings for hosting and single player, there's an option that says to allow raid dino feeding, which refers to the Titanosaur. And it says that this option is usually left unchecked to prevent permanent taming of Titanosaur, which leads me to believe that normally on the public servers, Titanosaur, like the way that it was described to me is that it is a temporary tame and you only get it for 24 hours. If my inference, I think inference is the correct word here, is correct, then the allow raid dino feeding option basically means that the temporary 24-hour limit on having a Titanosaur is an artificial limit created by the fact that it basically just dies of starvation by that point. If that is the case, and I am going to... Ooh, obsidian. No, we're here for crystal. Focus. If that, what is the word again? Inference? No, it's not inference. It's something else with an I. Oh, look, another one of these. There's something behind me. What the fuck was that noise? Oh, it's just a Carno. Okay. I was worried that, like, a T-Rex had gotten stuck in one of the boulders and just from being aggroed managed to get itself unstuck. Anyway. So, yeah, my brother has agreed to assist me in getting a Titanosaur. And when that happens, we're going to be finding out for certain. Yeah, you know what about the 75. We're going to find out for certain whether or not I am correct in my belief. In my I'm still blanking on the word I'm actually looking for. It's not inference. In something. What is it? What is the word that I'm looking for? Oh my god, I hate it when this happens so much. I pride myself on having a sizable vocabulary, specifically so that I always have some word to describe what I'm talking about. And so when I can't think of a word that I know, it bothers me greatly. Ooh, another one. Amanda, you're getting all the levels today. Falacolio. Get the fuck out of my way, tree. Alright. Ooh, yellow drop. Let's do this real quick. I've just been boosting her weight now. I got her melee damage. I've got her health up to 2,000 now, I think. I've got her melee damage up to 1,000. I've got stamina up to 1,000, which is, you know, not astounding, but it's fine. And so now I've just been boosting her weight, so that way she can carry more stuff. Oh, it's not even down yet. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't look. Why didn't you tell me that was a thing? Because you didn't ask. Alright. Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, 2,000 health, 1,000 stamina, 1,000 melee damage, and now it's just all going to weight. Because... Oh, it's just a Diplo. It looked kind of like an aloe from the light. I got real worried for a second. But yeah, so Amanda, I mean, she's great and all, but she is kind of the all-around RG. I've built her, I've leveled her up to kind of be able to do everything to some extent. Haven't really specialized her in any way. I do want to get a full-blown combat RG at some point. I think that'd be a good idea. Where it's just... basically just ignore the weight stat altogether. Obviously, still put health, stamina, and melee, but drop the weight stat, and you can get the other three much higher. There we go. Ooh. Ascendant Diplodocus saddle? Sure, why not? Ascendant shotgun. I don't think I need that. I already have a pump action shotgun blueprint, and I think that one's ascended as well. In which case, I'm just gonna trash the regular shotgun blueprint, because fuck that. Let's see, I could have 2 shots, or I could have 6. I wonder which one is better. Alright, crystal, right. Shiny grass, no, not what I'm looking for. White drop, no, not what I'm looking for. Packy, no, not what I'm looking for. I'm pretty much dead certain that this... oh, for fucking out loud. Another fucking Alpha Raptor. I feel like the Alpha spawns have been... I should save at least a couple of those for my next animal. I feel like there's been more Alpha spawns lately. I know that I kind of wiped them out at one point, but more recently it's been feeling like there's a lot of alphas cropping up. Dun, dun, dun. Crystal, crystal, crystal. Crystal meth? No. No, 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 no. Not crystal meth. No. No. Bad. None of that. We have herbs and shrooms. Okay, we don't need meth, too. Although, we don't really know what stimulant is. Nah, stimulant's gotta be, like... it's not a hallucinogen. It just makes you fit. Probably speed. Probably just straight up speed. Whatever that actually is. Is there no crystal here? Here we go. Here's crystal. Crystal, crystal, crystal. Oh, lots of crystal. Yeah, here we go. Jackpot. I just want to make sure there isn't a giga... oh, nope. There are sabers. Alright. Come here. Either of you a 150? You're a 30. Oh, no! No, 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 no! Oh, this is bad. Follow me, Amanda. Okay, this is fine. Whoops! I forgot about stamina. Again. Okay, Amanda. There we go. Nope, nope, wait, fuck. No, Amanda, save me. Yes! Okay, let's not do that again. I really need to pay more attention to my poor bird's stamina. Whoops. That was way more exciting than I intended it to be. Alright, crystal. Lots of crystal. Give me this crystal. Give me that crystal. Give me all this crystal. Oh. Scared the shit out of me, Arlene. Amanda. I got so used to saying Arlene for so long that I still do it. Even though this is not Arlene. Arlene is dead now. The extinction glitch claimed her as well. Whoops. Maybe pay more attention to my own weight as well. Drop that. Gib. You know what? Go ahead and hold on to those as well for me. Thank you, Amanda. I'm going to continue doing my best to stop calling you Arlene altogether. Alright. Ah, here's some more. I knew there was more hiding somewhere. I could smell them. Alright. There we go. I don't know how to do it. Let's go, Amanda. And I just realized how far away from the base we are. Shit. Well, this is going to be a bit of a trip. Bit of a lengthy sojourn. What the hell was I talking about? I don't even remember. I was talking about something before I got fucked up. I know I wanted to see if either of those saber-toothed was a 150. Because a 150 saber-tooth takes like 4 Bronto kibble, I want to say. Oops. Bumping the mic with my mic. Hold on a second. Let me... And I mean, this... I am on my private single-player game here. Yep, 4 Brontosaurus kibble. Which means it would normally take like 16, but still. It is one of the things I need for the trophy. So, eventually, I want to get one. And since I've got a bunch of Bronto eggs and I'm not doing anything else with them, ever, for anything, I would like to use at least a few of them. I also need to find a, oops, we're running out of stamina. Haha, I looked this time. We did not get very far. Yeah, not, well, we got a decent ways. Right, I want to get a male Bronto, and mate him with Betty, because I do eventually want, I want to see a baby Bronto. I've never seen a baby Bronto. I don't do hardly anything with the mating, and like the mini plesiosaur was kind of hilarious, partially because I kind of forgot about its existence and, you know, things. We're not gonna worry about that. Yeah, I really want to see what a tiny Brontosaurus looks like. That's what it comes down to. Whoop, excuse me. That's what it comes down to. I wanna see a tiny Brontosaurus. At some point, I want to see a tiny Brontosaurus. And it doesn't have to be like super high level, you know. We can still use it, certainly. But I want to see a tiny Brontosaurus. Eventually. I mean, if nothing else, uh, the we can use him as some kind of tank. Maybe for a Tooth tame. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do with the baby Bronto. Assuming that it's not, you know, super high... Excuse me, holy cow. My apologies. Assuming it's not, like, a super high level, because I don't remember at all what level Betty was when I tamed her. I know she was pretty high, because she had to be in order for me to tame her. But I just have no memory of what her exact level was. Is that a Capra? Attacking? No, that's the Parasaur running from something. Oh, for... Fuck off! There's a 150 in there, holy cow. Is that what that Parasaur was running from? Nope. Parasaur was running from something else. The Troodons, maybe. I don't know. Did I just hear something else? Nope, that was just Amanda making a noise. I thought I heard something. I thought I heard a Dilo spitting at me. Let's see what level these guys are. Level 90. Not bad. Is that a 50 or a 150? That's a 50. Just a 50. I need to go get that 130 Rex tamed up, though. I think that's what I'm gonna do, like, immediately after the stream. I'm gonna go tame up the 130 Rex. Because I know Grimlock was over 100. I think it was 100, actually. Thinking about it. I don't remember, though. But a 130 would definitely not be unwelcome. Also, it's, they aren't in the, underwater pen video, but I did get a couple of new dinos to start populating the underwater pen, including a 150. Not perfect tamed, not kibble tamed. I ended up having to use prime meat for that one, but that only lost me 1 level, so you know what? I will take a 1 level off perfect, to be perfectly honest. Yes, I did that on purpose. No, I'm not apologizing. Where am I? I need to go that away. Yeah, okay, we're close. We're getting there. Oh, lordy. But this trip right here, I was talking about doing the redwood biome tree fort base. This whole ordeal that we've gone through here, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I want to do that. Because this is not fun. This is not enjoyable. This is not a sequence of events that I would call entertaining, personally. Having to fly all the way to the opposite end of the map and then fly all the way back, encumbered with crystal. I do not call this... Having all this meat on me probably isn't helping either. But I do not call this entertainment. So I'm probably gonna do that as well sometime this week. I have a couple things to tame, but the tree fort is definitely getting put on the priorities list. No, I'm not going over there and accidentally showing the underwater pen. No. I'm not that stupid. I may be dumb, but I'm not that dumb. And look, I remembered to check my poor bird's stamina again. What level are you, Trike? Eh. I have an Ascendant Trike saddle, sitting in my base. Actually, is it a saddle or is it a blueprint? I can't remember. It's one of the two. I think it's the actual saddle, though. And I want to get a 150 Triceratops and get it kibble tamed, and then equip it with the Ascendant saddle and have a battle trike. 85. There was a 130. No, 140 that wandered into the base area. I need to put up walls as well. Keep out all the friggin' random animals. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and park you in the nice New Beginnings. It looks more like a bus stop. I just realized. This thing looks more like a bus stop right now than a freaking aviary. That's fine. It'll get there. Don't worry about it. There we go. I wonder if there's anything decent in that green drop. I've decided that having the supply crate quality boosted is not something that I'm going to worry about anymore. Because previously, like on the official servers, when I played on the public servers, the loot crates, unless it was a yellow or a red and you got really lucky, they were basically useless. Like, there were a couple of things that I found that in the lower tier ones that it's just like, oh, I can use this, or oh, I'm willing to, you know, carry this around for a while because I want whatever animal this particular saddle is for. But for the most part, it's just like, this is garbage, this is garbage, this is garbage, 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 garbage. And all the freaking... there were just... Also, I made some stuff in my cooker. I'll get to that in a moment. But there was some stuff where it's just like, yeah, I'm willing to, you know, keep this, because this could be useful at some point. But for the most part, it's just like, why is this even here? Apprentice Parasaur Saddle Blueprint. I think I already have an Apprentice Parasaur Saddle, though. Or better, actually. It might be a better one. Let's go take a look. Before we get back to the aviary, since we have time, dino gear, here we go. Hold on, let me move my mic. Alright, so where is that other saddle? I think this is it, down here. Trike saddle? Ascendant Trike saddle, yep. Also, this doesn't go here because this is a blueprint. Wait a second. Primitive... Oh, okay, I see now. No, it is alphabetical. Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, it looks like... Well, I'm sure as shit not keeping that. No Parasaur saddle, though. Oh, okay. What about blueprints, then? What have I got? Parasaur saddle. I could have sworn that I had one of these already. Maybe not. Nope. Because that's a Pelagornis right there, right? Yep. Pelagornis saddle. So no, I didn't have one. Okay. Well then. I accidentally put... Wait a second. No. No. Stop that. There we go, that's better. No heads sticking through walls. I refuse to allow it. Okay. Back to my usual position now. What was I yapping about? Right. Stuff in here. Ascendant Diplodocus saddle and Ascendant Shotgun blueprint. Blueprints go in this one. And let's go ahead and get this Diplodocus saddle onto Debra. There we go. Go ahead and give you some more weight. Okay. So. Ceilings. Not saddles. Ceilings. Structures. Greenhouse. Ceilings. Here we go. Let's see. I put up 2. There's 7 wide. So I need 5 more. Sloped greenhouse roof. Yes. Let me just double check. I should have known that would be a bad place to put that. I really should have. Right? Yes. Okay. Structures. Greenhouse. Sloped roof. 5. Alright. Also, did I just miss the... Yeah, there's no greenhouse window wall. Hold on. Let's do... window frame. Yeah, you got the metal window frame, but no... and the tech stuff. But there's no greenhouse window frame? What the fuck? Did I miss something? I could have sworn that used to be a thing. That's weird. That's really weird that that isn't in there. Because I really could swear that that used to be a thing. And so it confuses me that it's not there now. Come on, there we go. Excuse me, everybody. There we go. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to extend this. Let's see. I should have everything I need to do that, though. Let's see, I'm gonna need 3, 4, 8 walls. I'll just do the flat ceilings. And I'll need 7 more foundations. Let's see. I already have 4 ceilings. So... I have 4, which means I need 1, 2, 3, 5 walls, 6, 7, 8. Alright, that should do for that. And then we come over here. We get all of this. Get some of this. Not all of the thatch, some of the thatch. And then we just do that. And we say 5 foundations, 6, 7 foundations. And that should, I think, be enough. I think I did all that math right. Pretty sure. Unlike last time, where I totally fucked it up. Actually, let's do this. Also, why am I still carrying that Diplodocus saddle? 'Cause I'm dumb. Diplo saddle is valuable enough, though. I'm not going to trash it. I'm going to put it back in the Dino gear chest. I need to make a new grinder, because I couldn't figure out how to get it to work previously, but I don't remember it sufficiently to say for certain that I attempted to use it before I got kicked out of my tribe. Christ, I need to put lights over here too, jeebus. Oops. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now I just need to not fuck this up. There we go. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. There we go. Okay. There we go. I had to do this on the, I had put a building with the underwater pen, and I had to do that there as well. There we go, that looks nice. Still looks kind of like a bus stop, but, you know, whatever. We can live with that for the moment. Let's get some lights in here, though. I already have a bunch of these made. 1, 2, 3... 4. We'll put that there, and we'll get rid of that, and get rid of that. And then I'm gonna need some wires as well, but we can wait for that. Maybe I will only need a couple of these. Hold on, come here, you. Go there. There we go. And then we put one over here. There we go. Yeah, that looks acceptable. Let's see. What have I got for wiring? Put these away. I don't have a lot. That's what I've got. Not a lot. Looks like I'm gonna have to make some. Over here. I need metal. And I think that's all I need is metal. I don't think you need anything else for the wires themselves. Although I will need... I've got a little bit of wood in here. I'm going to need more. for the outlet boxes. Okay, structures, electric, nope, electrical, straight bits, yes, they only need metal, okay, let's make 10 of those. And then we can come down here. Yeah. Now comes the fun part. Ugh. This... I don't know where this is being placed. Just straight down, apparently. I hate this so much. I wish there was some kind of indicator about this. Here's hoping. Okay. And now we get to hope that this will go out here. There it is. I can see it a little bit. Alright, I think that's close enough. Wait, is that it? Yes, that's it. Okay, it's connected. Good, 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 good. Oh, I can just barely see it. There it is. Aha! Yes! Victory! It's kind of off kilter. And it doesn't reach, damn it. It looks like a freaking tripwire. Nope. This one. Electrical. Another 5 ought to do it. I really wish you could connect the wires to different structures, and it wasn't just all dependent on where you started. It'd make so many things so much easier. I've actually heard, and I'm super excited about this, that Structures Plus will be getting an official release for ARK. It'll become one of the official mods. That's not close enough. Let's see. Actually, maybe it is. 1, 2, 3? 2, 3. I think that is close enough, actually. 1, 2, 3. Alright, well, let's go make outlet box. Let's make an outlet box and find out. I'll go ahead and make 2. Because 2 is kind of going to be the minimum requirement here. Assuming that I fuck something up. Let's see. Dude, it reaches both? Hell yeah! Perfect distance. Super happy about that. Turn that on. And turn that on. There we go. The wire is kind of ugly, but yeah, whatever. If it turns out to really bother me later, I can just make another generator and put it in there. And just be done with it. It's not that big a deal. Gasoline is super easy for me to get. Or make, anyway. Alright. And that, I think, is going to be our aviary done. Oh, wait, hold on. Forgot one of the most important parts of any building. Whoops. Get over there. The entrance ramp. There we go. Yeah. Again, it looks kind of like a bus stop, but that's fine. It will get expanded in the future. And actually, you know what, Amanda? We're going to go ahead and move you over here, because I use you the most. So we're going to move you over here. There we go. You two are fine where you are, I think. And then once I get a Quetzal, I think... Will the Quetzal fit there? Quetzal might fit there. I need to get another Erdy for Brendan anyway, brother. And like I keep saying, you know, this is all going to get extended out. Probably even over that rock there. So, one way or another, there will be enough space for Quetzal here eventually. And that's big enough that I can put a dinosaur gate. Although now that I think about it, I don't think a Quetzal can fit through a dinosaur gate, which means that this is probably going to get extended even further up. Ooh, I've kind of fucked myself on this project, haven't I? Well. But I think a Quetzal needs a behemoth gate. If that is the case, I will eventually do a behemoth gate, and I'll make I'll continue the slope upward. I'll probably just leave that flat bit as is. I don't think it'll be worth it to demolish all of that. I think the flat bit will be sufficiently... What time is it? Yeah. It's 9 a.m. What the fuck is happening to the sky? Why is it on fire? What the fuck? Have I just never noticed this before? Is my gamma up? Nope. Oh no. Or even worse, have I not praised the sun hard enough? Nah. Alright, well, I think that's gonna just about do it. I mean, we're 5 minutes early on the ending, but 5 minutes isn't nearly enough time to even get started on the massive building that I'm gonna be putting over there, which is gonna be huge. Like, the warehouse was big, the underwater pen that I built was fucking enormous, because I made it to house... I made it big enough that I can put multiple mosasaurs in there. But the new warehouse that I'm going to be putting up there, because that area is pretty flat. I've actually... I mentioned this in the underwater pen video, but I've built here before, so I know that shelf is almost entirely flat. And now that I've got the structure collision with terrain off, I'm gonna make a huge fucking building over there. It's gonna be enormous. And I fully intend it to be big enough to house 2 Brontos, and one of them is going to have a platform saddle. And I've also increased the number of structures allowed on a platform saddle to ×5. So, yeah, that's going to be big. Just wait until we get the Titanosaur. That's going to be even bigger. That's going to be it for today, though. So, for today, thank you for watching. Farewell. And don't forget to praise the sun. Praise it.